All right. Well, in your previous episode with me, you did play Love It or Leave It. So instead, for this episode, we're going to play Would You Rather?
Yay!
Okay. Would you rather a Cinderella story, rags to riches, or a fall from fortune?
To read or to write?
Mm, give me both.
Okay. To read a Cinderella story, such a sucker for the Cinderella story. But to write, you want that maximum conflict, right? You want a real problem that she has to solve that has to force her to grow. So I love writing these women who've just kind of start with nothing or have had something significant taken away, but then they rebuild. So it's kind of the fall from fortune and then the climb back up. Can I have that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, you
thank
can.
you. I'm gonna break the rules. I just know it.
Would you rather secret baby or amnesia?
Amnesia, because I do not like the secret baby. I do not like that. Oh, we have to be forced into parenthood now because there's this surprise baby and the secret baby. I'm like, that's just rude. Don't hide a baby. Like,
Yeah.
don't hide the baby. I walk away. I know there's a lot of interest in that, but that's not for me, the secret baby. I'm like, I want babies to be welcomed and a point of joy.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather a rake who needs reform or a hero who needs to learn to stand up for himself?
Oh, the elf and the cinnamon roll. I'm gonna pick the cinnamon roll every time. I'm gonna pick the beta every time. I think that's because of what I'm attracted to in real life. Like very, aggressive men. I'm like, no, thank you. We don't have a lot to talk about. My husband is the biggest, squishiest cinnamon roll. He's got such a good heart. The reformed rake. That's interesting. I liked that trope when I was younger. I was really attracted to the idea that, oh, he's just so naughty and love will reform him. But as I've become more cynical, I'm like, people don't change that much. And giving that much power to Passion and the woman, like she's in charge of reforming him. No, he needs to grow up. He needs to grow up and be the man who is fit for her. And so that's why I like the man who has to learn to stand up for himself.
Yeah, I feel like the reformed rake comes with a lot of emotional labor, and I think that's why I'm never into them.
Hmm. Which the funniest part was I've committed to writing a Rick story for an anthology that's coming out later this year. So here we go. I have to try to make this convincing now. I have to try to like this guy.
I have faith in you. You can do
I hope so.
it. All right. Would you rather first person present or any type of narration, but it's told through alternating flashbacks with the present?
Mm. It would be first person present. I
Okay.
find it really interesting that so much romantasy is doing that now. Historical women's fiction, I think of Philippa Gregory. She was doing that when a lot of other people weren't, and now it's become kind of a style. Flashbacks I find really tricky and I very easily get lost. So
Hmm.
let's just try to be as chronological as possible. Although that said, I do love really clever plotter who can break apart her story, and then by the end of it, you see exactly what the narrative was, but it's told in pieces.
Yeah.
Someday I'll be that clever. It's a
My
goal.
question is always how much did they know when they first started writing it? And how much of that is done in revision?
Hmm. Hmm. With this
So,
story, I had to go back and plant because halfway through I forgot that she had the jewels in her skirts. And I'm like, oh, I have to mention that, like, she can't just be like throwing it away or leaving it somewhere. She wouldn't do that. That was one thing where, like, yeah, I have to go rework that.
yeah. Okay, and the last one. Would you rather angsty third act breakup or bonus epilogue?
The angsty third act breakup. And I get all the reasons why people hate it, especially if it's forced, especially if it's like some ridiculous communication or he did something bad back in the end of Act Two and now it's coming back to bite them. But I am a fan of that narrative arc where it looks like everything's broken. And then how do you come back from that? You have to really evaluate what you want and if this is good enough. And so to me, that angsty third act breakup, whether it's truly a real parting, we can't ever be together, or it's something else that comes between them, I love the dramatic punch of that. Like you really have to figure out, you really have to want this. You're not forced together by a secret baby. You're not forced together by the arranged marriage. You're choosing each other and you're going to overcome those obstacles so you can be together. And I love that.
It drives such a great catharsis.
Yes. Yes. If I'm crying and laughing together, that book is the keeper.